what is animation? To put it briefly, it's giving life to an inanimate object. However, that would be a simplified version, and it really doesn't show just how difficult the process really is. A common misconception of animation is that it's just as easy as moving an object, and while that is part of it, it's only a small part in the bigger picture. I'll try my best to bust some myths about animation to give a better understanding of the process, to once and for all disprove that it's just moving things around. So, let's get started. It's true that computers make the process much easier by doing some of the more complicated calculations. However, you have to command the computer to do so, and that's easier said than done. Think of a car. On the surface, it looks simple enough. Drives you from point A to point B, right? Sort of. A car has lots of parts. Engines, brakes, radiators, the list goes on. All those parts ensure that you get to where you want. On the surface, it looks simple, but that's only because the skilled professional worked to make it that way. This is true to an extent. You do have to move it. However, once you account for velocity, weight, physics, facial expressions, and timing, it becomes extremely complicated. For example, let's say you want to make a character wave his hand. You would just raise his shoulder up and down, right? Sort of. You have to figure out how fast you want him to raise his hand. Will his forearm drag behind as his shoulder moves? What kind of character is he? Is he shy? Have him raise his hand lower than somebody who is, say, extroverted. How many frames will the action take? 3? 5? You need to account for so many things, it can get a little overwhelming. While yes, it can seem like virtual lighting is cheating, it's actually quite complicated, and to create it, it takes hours of careful work. Live action has some benefits that are taken for granted, which animation has to manually recreate. For example, bokeh is a little ring of light that's created when the source of light is out of focus. This happens automatically in a camera, due to the way it's built. However, to this effect that's done so effortlessly in a camera, you need to manually create it in a computer, telling the computer where the light source is in relation to the camera and how it reacts in a frame. There's so much to animation than just the surface level. I tried to cover some of the more popular misconceptions. However, I barely scratched the surface for the sake of time. This could easily turn into a 4-hour documentary, but I have to keep it short. The hopes of this video is to shine light to some of the myths that are actually harmful to animators. Put yourself in their shoes. You spend years learning the craft, weeks on each individual step, and somebody tells you it's not that hard, despite not fully understanding what it takes. The point of this video isn't to alienate anybody, or to make anybody feel bad for believing some of these misconceptions. The point is to educate, in the hopes of not making any of these mistakes in the future. With all that out of the way, I hope you can go into this new movie with a deeper understanding of what it takes to make an animated movie. Anyway, without further delay, I hope you enjoyed La Vida Alamo. It took me 6 months of hard work, and I'm really thankful that you're all here.